welcome back to Ted's Reactions. We got Ren Money Game Part 3, the conclusion of the series. Got the lyrics up. Let's do it, bro. The first two are amazing and beautiful. I wonder how he's gonna conclude this. Let's do it. Like and subscribe too. Go ahead and throw them harmonies in there. Go ahead.
Let me tell you a story about a boy named Jimmy. 1 year old and his first words were mine, gimme. 2 years old he was walking, 3 years old walking quickly. 4 years old he was running round the pavements of his city. 5 years old and his daddy told him, listen here son, you gotta learn to be a man. A man he works for what he wants. 6.
You know what's crazy? I've been there before. I like some of the lessons that our older folks told us. Some of them still stick. Some of them make me question, like, that can't be real. Then some of them be like, nah, that just don't make no sense. Let's go.
Years old and he's reading, writing, top of the bunch. And when he's 7, his progression made him student number 1. 8 years old and he's praised for unusual grades. 9, his parents paid for private school to nurture the flame. 10, 11, 12, 13, he ascends and ascends. His daddy tells him, son, money is the means to all ends.
So he's talking about this little kid's life, and as every year he just keeps getting better and better. Then his dad says, a man works for what he wants, and that was the fire, and now he's just keep going on.
14, solving complex mathematical equations. At 15, IQ 150, still elevating. 16, he develops complex software code that detects weaknesses in cybersecurity protocols. 17, and he sells his vision, keeping the share. Not yet an adult, but he's practically a millionaire. 18, and his daddy tells him, now you're a man. This world don't give a damn about you, so take all that you can.
So now the fire is just ablaze right now. It's going, this dude, he's unstoppable. You know what I'm saying? And like before he even is 18, he almost a millionaire. Let's go. He ain't got not nothing to prove. He ain't got nothing. Nobody can tell him nothing at this point. But his dad, the man in his life, is saying, you're still not a man yet. Let's go.
19, he turns a profit, stocks and shares, invest in product. 20, double down deposits. 21, his income rockets. 22, he learns the truth is just an obstacle to wealth. If you manipulate the data, then the lie will sell itself. 23, a life of luxury, crystal and cocaine. 24, he makes the Forbes list, they're applauding his name. 25, and his daddy tells him, listen here son, while you're sitting in that palace, that don't mean that you won.
He said he still ain't won yet. It's like, Dad, I'm the man out here. What do you mean I ain't the man yet? What? I guess to his mind, he's the man, but his dad's saying you're not a man. Which is, you can be the man without being a man. That's true.
26, a business shift. He switches business to arms. He's 27, dealing nuclear and shells in Iran. 28, inside the Senate, money bought him a seat. He's 29, a role of counsel in the president's suite.
So now it sounds like he's going into a different direction. Not as positive as he was in his teen years.
Now he's 30. His daddy says you're losing the race. You're just a servant to the king, not even in second place. 31, a big maneuver for his daddy's approval. Moving imports over borders from the exports out of Cuba. 32, moving grams, growing kilos to tons. He's 33, filling warehouses with powder and guns.
Yeah, see, the route totally changed. Now it's like he a boss, like a mob boss type guy. This is a crazy story.
34, turf war with nobody to stop it. Blind eye from the po-po inside of his pocket.
And now the cops watching.
$35, he gets the call. I'm sorry, son, but it's your father. Had a heart attack. I'm sorry, he's gone. 36, getting pissed off, abusing his product. 37, eyes glazed, disposition demonic.
Okay, yeah. This story is beautiful. Just in 2.5 minutes, he told this beautiful story, and it started so young. If you don't guide the kids in your life the right way, somebody else needs to, bro, because just that one small statement, he kept saying, "You're still not a man. You accomplishing everything." He could have just said, "Good job, bro. Keep going." But nah, he was like, "Nah, a man takes what he wants," and just in his ear, just the wrong bug in his ear. It's crazy.
38 with a prostitute, a moment of passion.
And now that same bug is in his head. I mean, it's dead now. Not his head. The one that was in the head is gone now. So now he's like, dang. Like, how do I think for myself?
Eating up a silver spoon and then chasing the dragon. 39, getting reckless and hungry for power. Daddy's words are still driving him to kill and devour. Makes a move against the cartel, but the strategy's flawed. They retaliate and leave him in a hospital ward. A bullet buried in his vertebra and one in his leg. The doctor sighs and says, "I don't think you'll be walking again."
And all that. One thing Deadpool, if y'all a fan of Deadpool, he said, like, the wildest moments in your life, you can trace it back to one moment that led to all this. And if his dad would have just said, "Congratulations," and I'm not saying don't be tough on your kid because you want them to be successful, but don't put their success down because in your mind he's not doing good enough. That's weird to me. I don't know.
Fuck. Let me tell you a story about a boy named Jimmy. He was 40 and he cursed the words, "Mine, mine, gimme." 41 he wasn't walking, 42 not walking quickly, 43 never running round the pavements of his city.
And now, 40 years later, he ain't walking no more. When in the beginning, he was walking or running the Zoom, and now he can't do none of that. And he was saying, "Gimme, gimme." You have to start him young, man. You can't always have everything. You're going to run into somebody that don't care, like these other people that put him in the hospital. And that's it. They don't care who you are.
44, inside a palace with a mountain of gold. But those riches turn to rubble when perspective evolves. Weighing heavy on his conscience is the value of gold. Lamborghini for a life, trading money for souls.
And how this music is changing is giving me... Whew, I'm taking slow, deep breaths right now. This is a scary
He
story.
followed the code inside the land of the free. Put your hand inside the cookie jar, take more than you need. And his example is
Put your hand inside the cookie jar, take more than you need. Oh, that sums up this guy's life.
exaggerated versions of me. And it's a version of him. And it's a version of she. And it's a version of you. There's no escaping the blame. The way we live is parasitic. Fuck for money and fame. Call the music.
If you look at my eyes right now, I keep pausing, but if you look at my eyes right now, it's like they're getting wider because this story, it's like I'm picturing this. It's nuts.
This isn't entertainment. This is real life. The way we live is lunacy, community, it declines. Hyperpolarized, always fighting, then we divide. Truth is less important than the money that we designed. Money's an invention. Politics from our invention. They all come from people's ideas. Did I mention? Border's an invention. Law and order fuel the tension. It leads to people killing each other. My solution? Everything is subject to change.
He said all that, everything is up to change, because that's true, man. There's some laws, especially back in the day, were just made to fuel the division. Even nowadays, it's probably, but Ren, he owned something.
We could build utopias if individuals were taught to use their brains. But if we teach kids in schools to always be sheep and put themselves before the herd if there's more money for me, then there's no future I see where the humans survive. We're parasites inside a petri dish with cannibal minds. Mold will grow upon the surface and consumes till it dies. And our fate could be the same without this story to the wise.
You know, I looked and said the most profitable job is an entrepreneur. I seen that. But being an entrepreneur, that's not you go clock in somewhere. It means you start some build and it's yours. Entrepreneur. And that's so crazy because in school, they don't show you entrepreneur. They say, get this degree, you can do this and all that. But now online, you see so many people starting their own businesses and so much on social media and stuff like that. It's like, man, like, it's wild because in school, It's like school wasn't ready for what we got now. That's crazy. Let's go.
"45. Jimmy comes home out of the rain, soaking wet upon a wheelchair, drinking again. He is everything he wants, he is fortune and fame. He's a fortunate fool with an unfortunate fate, with a 45.
I'll rewind that for a minute, because he's speaking it now.
Fortune and fame. He's a fortunate fool with an unfortunate fate, with a 45 caliber aimed at his brain. 45 a fitting number cause his age is the same. Here's the words of his father. It's such a damn shame. Then he presses on the trigger of a money game.
Damn. Just in his mind, the game's over. He had it right there, but those words just kept driving him. All it takes is just helping your kids, guide them. I love how every time Rim makes a song, especially in this 3-part series, that was insane. Every time he makes a song, it's like you can relate to it, and it can be from a small idea, and it just grows to this giant movie that I just watched off Money Game Part 1, 2, and 3. Man, that was crazy. Shout out all y'all, man. Shout out all y'all that recommended this. I'm glad I got the lyrics, so I have to rewind, but I still want to watch the video. Man. I want to see if there was something. Okay, there was none at the end. All right, like and subscribe, y'all. Let me know.